SpaceX, the aerospace firm founded by the world's wealthiest man, Elon Musk, just paid a flight attendant $250,000 to settle a sexual misconduct claim against Musk in 2018. The attendant worked as a member of the cabin crew on a contract basis for SpaceX's corporate jet fleet, but it was her friend who decided to speak up for her, claiming that she wanted the truth to come to light. Here's everything we know. First up, Elon Musk, accused of sexual misconduct, denies all claims. The incident, which occurred in 2016, is alleged in a declaration prepared in support of the attendant's claim and signed by a friend of hers. The details of the story were drawn from the declaration as well as other documents, including email correspondence and other records shared to the media by the friend. When Musk was asked for a comment, he responded saying there was a lot more to the story and that if he were inclined to engage in sexual harassment, this was unlikely to be the first time in his entire 30-year career that it comes to light. Musk went on to call the story a politically motivated hit piece and eventually tweeted that the allegations weren't true. Next, we have the allegations made against Musk in the declaration. According to the declaration, the flight attendant told her friend that the billionaire SpaceX and Tesla founder invited her to his room during a flight to London in late 2016 for a full-body massage. Musk was completely naked except for a sheet covering the lower half of his body when the attendant arrived. According to the declaration, Musk exposed his genitals during the massage and then touched her, offering to buy her a horse if she would do more. The attendant refused and continued the massage without engaging in any sexual activity. According to the friend's declaration, the attendant is not for sale and will not perform sexual favors for money or gifts. The friend later went on to describe the attendant's allegations in more detail on the condition of anonymity, citing fears for her personal safety. And now, the attendant feels she was being punished for refusing Musk's proposition. The friend said that the attendant told her about the misconduct during a hike which they took together shortly after the London trip. When describing her condition, her friend said that the attendant appeared distraught and visibly shaken. The flight attendant admitted that work began to dry up after she refused Musk's advances. According to the declaration, she regarded Mr. Musk as someone to look up to before the incident, but she was filled with anxiety after he exposed himself, touched her without permission, and offered to pay her for sex. The attendant assumed that things would return to normal and she would act as if nothing had happened, but she began to feel as if she was being retaliated against by having her shifts reduced, and she became extremely stressed. According to the declaration, the attendant began to feel she was being pushed out and punished for refusing to prostitute herself. Up next, massages on demand. SpaceX places a premium on massages, even hiring in-house massage therapists as a perk for their executives. Allegedly, the flight attendant's superiors had also encouraged her to invest in her own professional massage training for her sessions with Musk. They implied that if she did this, the attendant would be able to give Elon proper massages more frequently. Her friend admitted that this seemed odd right off the bat because you weren't hired to be a masseuse. You were hired to be a flight attendant, and if Elon liked massagers, he should have paid for the attendant to go to masseuse school. And now, a $250,000 severance payment and an NDA. In 2018, convinced that her refusal to accept Musk's proposal had harmed her career at SpaceX, the attendant filed a complaint with the company's Human Resources Department after hiring a California employment lawyer. Around that time, the attorney's firm contacted the friend and requested that she prepare a declaration corroborating the claims. The attendant's complaint was quickly resolved following a mediation session attended by Musk, and the case was never heard in a court of law or in arbitration. SpaceX, Musk, and the flight attendant eventually reached a severance agreement in November 2018, which granted the attendant a $250,000 payment in exchange for a promise not to sue over the claims. The agreement also included non-disparagement and non-disclosure clauses that prohibit the attendant from ever discussing the severance payment or disclosing any information about Musk and his companies, including Tesla and SpaceX. So here's why the attendant herself couldn't come forward about the incident. The friend explained that she decided to come forward without consulting the flight attendant because she felt obligated to share what she had been told about Musk as a survivor of sexual assault. Unlike the flight attendant, her friend isn't bound by any non-disclosure agreement to keep her quiet. With Musk being the richest man in the world, she felt that the truth had to come to light. The friend went on to say that someone with that level of power causing that kind of harm and then throwing some money at the situation wasn't accountability. She explained that remaining silent would make her complicit, and when you choose to remain silent, you do become a part of that system that allows someone like Elon Musk to continue to do the disgusting things that he's done. Lastly, female employees facing sexual harassment is common at Musk's companies. This is the only known allegation and settlement for sexual misconduct involving Elon Musk personally. personally. On the other hand, two of his companies have previously faced many allegations of sexual harassment. In December 2021, four women who worked at SpaceX spoke out about sexual harassment they said they faced at the company, where Musk is the CEO. The same week, he was named Times Person of the Year. Ashley Kosak wrote an essay about being groped and inappropriately touched by male employees while she was an intern. Three other people, out of which one of whom said she was bound by a non-disclosure agreement, told the New York Times about similar incidents. Adding to that, at least 6 women have filed sexual harassment claims against Tesla, another company of which Musk is the CEO. According to the complaints, the men at the factory commented on the women's clothing and ogled them, because of which some female employees had to wear baggy outfits or use stacks of boxes to block the views of leering co-workers in order to feel safe. Women who came forward claimed they were retaliated against. The flight attendant's friend encourages anyone else that was mistreated by Musk to come forward and tell their story publicly. If there are other victims, she hopes they'll speak up against the SpaceX CEO so that the truth can be revealed. Next, in other news, Elon Musk says Starlink's satellite internet business is still a few years away. Elon Musk told SpaceX employees last week that the company's Starlink satellite internet business is unlikely to go public until 2025 or later, extending the estimated timeline for an IPO yet again. Musk emphasized, as he has previously, that the Starlink business must be running smoothly and predictably. According to SpaceX's CEO, spinning it off as a public company could make a lot of sense. The latest delay comes despite repeated inquiries from a wide range of investors over the years about owning a piece of SpaceX, a stock that is still privately traded. And now, Elon Musk is prepared to walk away from Twitter deal over an agreement violation. Elon Musk issued his most direct threat yet to abandon his purchase of Twitter, openly accusing the social media company of violating the merger agreement by failing to provide the data he had requested on fake and spam accounts. Musk claimed in a letter to Vijaya Goody, Twitter's head of legal, policy, and trust, that Twitter is actively resisting and thwarting his information rights as outlined in the agreement. Musk has demanded that Twitter turn over information about its testing methodologies to back up its claims that bots and fake accounts account for less than 5% of the platform's active user base, a figure that the company has stated in boilerplate public disclosures for years. Musk has also suggested conducting his own independent analysis based on Twitter data. Twitter shares fell 5% in early trading Monday. Even before this latest development, Twitter stock was trading far below Musk's takeover offer of $54.20 per share, indicating investor skepticism about the deal's success. In addition, the company stated that it intends to complete the transaction and enforce the merger agreement at the agreed-upon price and terms. Finally, total headcount at Tesla will increase despite job cuts. After sending an email about job cuts for salaried staff, Tesla CEO Elon Musk seemed to retract his statements in a tweet reply, writing that the number of salaried staff may not change drastically. Musk didn't clarify whether or not the existing salaried employees would become hourly employees or if the new employees would be hired at Tesla. The SpaceX CEO said that he had a super bad feeling regarding the economy in an email titled "Pause All Hiring Worldwide," sent to Tesla executives. As a result, Musk said he would end up needing to cut 10% of the salaried staff. Musk wrote that the amount of hourly employees at Tesla would increase and that the memo did not apply to anyone building cars, battery packs, or installing solar. Electrek later reported that Musk also sent a memo to his executive staff telling them to return to the office or resign. That's a wrap for this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.